What is diversity? Diversity is all the characteristics and experiences that defines each of us as individuals. A company's cultural diversity affects how its business messages are conceived, composed, delivered, received, and interpreted. What is intercultural communication? It is the process of sending and receiving messages between people whose cultural background could lead them to interpret verbal and nonverbal signs differently.
What is culture? I get a lot of different answers. But what is it really? What is its value? And why does it matter? So, where to start?
Culture is a shared system of symbols, beliefs, attitudes, values, expectations, and norms for behavior. Cultural competency is an appreciation for cultural differences that affect communication and the ability to adjust one's communication style to ensure that efforts to send and receive messages across cultural boundaries are successful.
Ethnocentrism is the tendency to judge other groups according to the standards, behaviors, and the customs of one's own group. Stereotyping is the assigning of wide range of generalized attributes to an individual on the basis of membership in a particular culture or social group. To be able to avoid ethnocentrism and stereotyping, a person should avoid assumptions, avoid judgments, and acknowledge distinction.
Cultural pluralism is the acceptance of multiple cultures in their own terms.
8 categories of cultural variation. Contextual differences. There are 2 types of contextual differences. First, high context culture. This is the one that relies less on verbal communication. Second, low context culture. This is the one that relies on verbal communication. Legal and ethical differences. Social differences. Nonverbal differences. Age differences. Gender differences. Religious differences. And lastly, ability differences. 4 guidelines for adopting any business culture. First, you would have to become aware of your own biases. Second, ignore the golden rule. Third, exercise tolerance, flexibility, and respect. And lastly, practice patience and maintain a sense of humor.
6 guidelines for adopting TS business culture are individualism, equality, privacy and space, time and schedule, religious beliefs, and communication style.
7 ways to improve communication skills. Study other culture. Study other languages. Respecting preferences for communication style. Write clearly. Speaking and listening carefully. Using interpreters, translators, and translation software. And lastly, helping others adapt to your culture.